Hello, welcome to Trains and Viatic. Today I got a few little jobs to do, so let's start for titles and then I'll go through what we have to do. One of the problems I always have is I leave the throttles lying around, and when my nieces are over to play they just leave them anywhere, so I always worry about damaging them. And I have had a problem before about I had to resolder the lead. So what I got from Coastal DCC, there should be a link just here, are these pockets for your DCC controller. You just plonk it in and it fit quite nicely. It worked with most DCC throttles. So I'll screw this on. And then for other job is for eCourse have a new version of its software to be installed. So I know I've done it before, but I'll run through how to update for eCourse. So just a few little jobs, so let me pause the camera and then we can do the first job. This is a pretty easy job. I'll just screw it on there like so. It comes with the screws, but just to make my life a little bit harder at the moment, I have lent my electric drill to somebody, so this will be a little bit harder to put in. So I'll get the first one done, and then I'll do the rest on off the camera. I do have a little electric one of these, and I did have a screw bit about a second ago. So I'm just going to place them along here, then I can just keep them in sight. Here's my drill screwdriver bit. Find a place. Try not to lose the screw. One thing which it always worth doing is to just do the screw there. So that's the first one in. Then do the next 4 screws. I'm going to put the throttle in there just to make sure everything fits nicely. So next screw in. And now that's for throttle kept out of the way. I can do the other 2 screws, but I'm not too worried about that. So that's the first job done. And I can just leave this plugged in like that, so that's ready to use. So we're now at the eCourse. To check which version you're using, I believe it pressed the... no, it's not that one, it pressed that one there. And then go on to setup 3 and it tell you the latest version, which is 4.26. Then you go and log onto the ESU website. So I'll take us across to the PC. Click on your browser. I go and store my stuff in Train. and then it's ESU, train ESU, then you log in, go on to download, which is just up there, then you click on firmware and software, then you click on equals, and you can see that there's a new version. So you then click on download, read all the terms and conditions, and press download. So now we've got that bit done, we come back to the equals, click on the PC thing, nope, click on setup 1, click on IP, and you can see that I have an IP address which is set line there of 192.168.0.101. Our network have got so large that we have had to subdivide the network. So I'll now load that address up on the PC. So up in the address bar, I just need to get the ease of access thing up as my keyboard is dead. So Windows accessories, it should be here. It's not accessories, ease of access, on-screen keyboard. So we click up there, get rid of the address, put it in for address which the equals is showing. And then press enter. Now we can get rid of this. And then we do, first of all, it's always worth storing for config. So click store config, store settings. While it's doing that, you take your update, put it on your desktop. Then you want to extract it. I do it with Windows Explorer, extract all, and put that on the desktop. And you always have a release note, so first say what I've changed. So, not that many updates. So now we go to firmware update, choose file, go to the desktop, there's the thing, we click that, press open, then we press send, and we've got updating coming on there, and then for equals will start to do its own thing in a moment. So the PC is updating 70%, 71%, 90%, 100%. Now it's waiting for the equals, and you can see it saying please wait. The important thing at this stage is to make sure that you have your emergency batteries in and do not unplug it under any circumstances. This could destroy your equals. You might need to send it back to Germany for repair. But this now does all the updates. If we come back to the cross computer, we can see connection update, copying updates okay. Now it's extracting. And it's now saying extracting on here. So I'll pause the camera now, and when it gets to 100%, I'll show you what it's done. You can now see it's saying starting install. Now you can see it's right in Linux, as this is actually a Linux-based machine. You might see blips like that one we just saw. That's just the machine rebooting. So the system is nearly there, and then we'll be able to see what changes there are, if any. There's lots of the changes that normally happen you don't really notice. They're more of a software based change. But this is always the important bit, to see how everything is feeding back. So we can see that the rail comms working fine, detection working fine, and we can just throw a point. In a minute we'll hear it all clicking once everything has loaded up. We can hear all the points clicking. So that shows the LNAT converters working. So if we click on the locos, and then we can see if there's any changes to them. So edit loco, all that information is still the same, properties the same, and advanced the same, so no real changes, but little changes that we don't see in the background, and gets ready for new parts to be added. So thank you for watching that. Few little bits. I'm looking at arranging a small get-together in the summer. It would be potentially in Alton, in Hampshire. So if you would be interested in that, please let me know in the comments. Also, I'm looking at potentially starting a Patreon account so that people can support the channel directly. If you would be interested in that, please also put it in the comments. Sorry that I didn't have any video on Wednesday. I just have had a really busy week with the exhibition from uni, and that takes me to the last piece. Tomorrow there's going to be an additional video whereabout it's a walkthrough for exhibition which we did in London. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much. Richard.